All right, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Gl.iNet GL BE3600. This is Slate 7, Wi-Fi 7. So let's just check out the box here. Gl.iNet.cn, Chinese manufacturer. Here's some marketing. It's got a power bank connected to the router, so that will be interesting. So let's just get right into it. All right, so box open. Let's check it out. Oh, I got a tab to pull. Okay. All right, so put that away. Got a white box. There's no markings on it. Okay, can't really do much about that. Can open it from here. Maybe this is the top side. Could have used more intuitive packaging. Okay, instructions. Literally in Chinese. Fantastic. To be fair, I am in China to buy this as it just came out. So, okay, there's that. We've got a arrow tab. Pull that. This is the router unit. Cool. And put this inside. Then we've got inside the C2C charger Ethernet cable. Okay. It's like some styrofoam board. Toss that to the side. And inside we have charger with US base plug Type-C. This has the output of 100, okay, so it could do 100 to 240 volts. It's a Type-C. It can do max 30 watts output. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. 30 watts. This box is empty. All right, let's check out the actual router now. So, opening the router, we've gotten the casing right here. So, we've got router. Throw this away. All right, it looks super clean. So the cool thing about this router is it has a touchscreen, right? So we got Gl.iNet Wi-Fi 7, blah, blah, blah. It can take a bunch of different inputs. So 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts, 12 volts at 2.5. The IP address is 192.168.8.1. There's a Wi-Fi SSID password. All right, so let's see. It's got, oh, okay. It's got 2 antennas. It locks. So like it locks right here. Okay, same with the other side. Wi-Fi 7, it looks clean. And it locks. And also go out 180. Okay, that's nice. It's got vents, which are cool. On both sides, here's the mode. It's got a mode button. This is typically programmable for VPNs or whatever. It's got a button here. Nice touchscreen. It's got a USB 3.0, WAN 2.5G. This is gigabit. LAN 2.5G gigabit power delivery. So I've got a power delivery power bank here. This can do up to 65 watts. So I'm going to power it on and see what it looks like. So I'm going to press this. Okay, that loads up. It looks pretty clean. So that's booting and it's doing its thing. And it's going to take a little bit to boot. All right, so now going to wait for it to load. We'll see how that goes. All right. So it's just taking its time to load. I guess this is the first boot. We can figure that out. And it's going to take a bit of time. All right, so now that it's connected, I'm going to have my phone here. I'm going to touch connect via Wi-Fi or LAN. I'm going to try connect via Wi-Fi. It says to scan the QR code. So I'm going to scan the QR code. Here it is. So I'm now doing this, connecting, obtaining IP address. And it says sign into network. Okay. All right, so welcome to Gl.iNet. Okay, so here we are. This is the next step. So password, minimum 10 characters, maximum 63. Okay, so I'm going to make a password. Okay. Password is being made. Okay, here it is. So now I'm setting up the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to call this Kaizen, and then this one we'll just call it Kaizen 5G. 5G. And then setting up passwords for both. Okay. Next is, it says 160 megahertz of dynamic bandwidth throughput. Okay, give that a shot. High throughput. Now it's configuring. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so now I guess it's been configured. Okay, so it says, I'll put this to the side. It says tap to enter. Okay, so tap Ethernet. Okay, that's pretty cool. It says DHCP has an IP address. Swipe down to return. Okay. Swipe down again for system settings. Okay, because it kind of like runs Android. Collapse system settings. Okay. Left to right. Oh wow, so it's got a QR code right there just to do it. This is the time. It's cool. CPU flash memory. Cool. Network acceleration is enabled. Data is not available. Okay. Here's 2.4. Here's 5G. MLO Wi-Fi. What is that? Maybe mesh or something like that. And then it looks like there's a button to enable or disable it, which is pretty nifty. So I can turn that on or off. Okay, so let's look at the 4 options. We've got Ethernet, no cable detected, got it. Repeater mode, tethering, no tethering device found. Cellular, no modem found. So the modem would go into the back of the USB, or tethering in that regard. So repeater STA is disabled. So I can only do so much from the actual system here, which is understandable. So I'm going to set this down now. Go back to my phone interface. And then now I'm going to go to the management. So 192.168.8.1 to make sure that's the IP address. Otherwise, I believe it showed a different IP somewhere else. Let's see. So there's literally only 2 options. There's a lock screen as well. What does that look like? Oh, slide to unlock. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I have to configure everything on the actual device. So let's see what the actual connection information is. So we have this. Let's try to connect to the 5G. Okay, so connected to the 5G. Checking for internet, no internet access, but I'm still connected. Now I can do Wi-Fi signal, no, LAN, scan, back to information. So we've got cell connection, Wi-Fi connection. So 8.1 is the default gateway. So we'll go here, try to connect to it. 192.168.8.1. Let's see. So it says there's no internet. We're going to stay connected. Okay. So let's try it again. Okay, great. Now ask for the admin password. Put that in there. Okay, so next, network guide mode, how to configure it. So it's Ethernet via another router or modem, repeater, or tethering. So I'm going to try it with repeater mode. It's going to then scan for Wi-Fi. So I've got this one. Let me see what the password is to be able to connect to it. So let's see what the password it will be for that one. Okay, I have the password. So now I have to go back. Oh, I want to connect to this one. So it's going to scan, reconnect, obtain IP address, no IP, fantastic. Put that password in, configure the repeater. We're going to stay connected. We may have to refresh the page. Okay, repeater is connecting. It's a no network. Let's go back. Go back. Trying to connect. So while that's and it's now connected. Okay, so now let's see what else we can do. So here is the admin panel. There's a guide. We already went through this. Got it. So here is the router. These are the different interfaces. So it's got 5G 2.4 MLG, 5G 2. So this looks like LAN. Here's the IP address, MAC address. This one looks like it's randomized. Cool. Ethernet, tethering, cellular. Straightforward. Multi-WAN. That's if I had multiple. I could do load balancing or whatever. I don't have that at the moment, so not necessarily a thing right now that I need to be worried about. So we got internet. We have wireless. This shows the transmission speeds for Wi-Fi guest, Wi-Fi standard, and then there's MLO. Okay. We've got clients, shows what it's connected to, and it allows you to view details, speeds, to block it, IP address, host name. Okay. We have cloud services. So there's good cloud if you have multiple routers. I'm not setting that up now. Applications, we got a bunch of plugins if it does decide to load. So not too concerned about that right now. Okay. Next, we've got network storage. So if I had this connected to a SSD or something like that, it could do Samba, WebDAV, DLNA, user management, things like that. That's nifty. Parental controls. So it says there's hardware acceleration. I'm going to just turn that off, and we'll see how that shows. Now look, it shows the speed up and down. It's super helpful. Okay, now we've got let's see, applications. Oh, there's now zero tier, which is built into it now, which is nice. And then there's also tail scale, which is also built into it. It's pretty nifty. So I use that. I'm going to enable it and see what happens. So then exit node. So I need to bind it, which is pretty nifty. Okay. Allow remote LAN, remote WAN, exit node. That's pretty nifty. So this is like a VPN. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna just apply that, and then I can bind this device later. So pretty nifty. Okay, network. We got port forwarding. If this was the main DMZ device, multi-WAN. We already looked at that earlier. LAN is just the router IP address and DHCP server. Blah blah blah. If I want to change the subnet. Guest network, it's not on, but I can have that if I wanted. DNS, going to, let's say that I want to use manual DNS, and I wanted to use, let's say, Cloudflare, and then I wanted to use, after that, Google, right? Then there we go. I can set manual, so I've got Cloudflare and Google. Next, after that, we've got port forwarding management. So WAN, LAN, WAN as a port, or I can turn it into a WAN. LAN, I can also make it into a WAN as well. So these are programmable ports on the back. Network mode. This is a router, not an access point or extender or whatnot. So I'll just leave it as that. IPv6. This is on. I'm going to turn it off. It usually breaks things for me. Okay. It's relatively quick, so that's nice. I really like how it tells me the speed up and down, so the kilobytes. This being a touchscreen, hopefully it doesn't crack or anything. I think I'll get a screen protector for it, just so that it survives traveling. Drop-in gateway, it can do all the network traffic to be processed by this. Don't need that. IGMP snooping can be done. Hardware acceleration, I turn that off. NAT settings, I can do NAT here. Let's check out the system settings. Overview, so we've got 4 cores, memory. We've got 350 megabytes of space of flash. Uptime, names, open router version, MAC address, external storage. So that's pretty nifty. I'm using a USB 3 most likely. Upgrade says it's up to date, probably is. We'll see. Scheduled task settings, can do that here. Okay, time zone does it automatically. Log, here's the log. Security, passwords for admin, local access, so 80 or 443, or custom ports. Can do SSH, HTTPS remote access, open ports for the router, things like that. Okay, there's Lucy, whatever that is, interesting. Reset firmware, we'll just reset the firmware. Advanced settings allows you to do more Lucy type things. This is the open default web interface for open router. Okay, so there's Lucy versus Gl.iNet's version. Makes sense. Language, English. Theme, let's change it to dark mode. Cool. Then reboot and log out. So let's check out what Lucy looks like. Okay, so let's see. Let's check out what the default Lucy password would be another time. But it does have the ability to go to that. Let's see. I don't think it actually says what the password is here, so I'll have to check out that later. But yeah, that's a general gist of Gl.iNet, of the Wi-Fi 7 version, or the BE3600. So hopefully you enjoy, and I may make a follow-up about this at a later point after I travel with it a little bit, but it looks pretty solid, and the built-in tail scale support is really helpful. So hopefully that helps. Stay curious. Take care. Bye.